Hey everybody, welcome back. Doing a little bit of a different video today. Gonna take a dive into something that could be coming to the game. We'll see. A little speculation, rumoring, so to speak. We're gonna take something we found and kind of expand and see what the possibilities are. Anybody who's new to the channel, check the Discord link in the description below. Come join the community, funky bunch, all that kind of stuff. Calling it that? I don't know, whatever we call ourselves. And see if you like what we got. A lot of efficiency stuff, try to be supportive, helpful, that kind of thing. And as always, in the description below is also our sponsors. We got Amazon coins still going, as well as anybody who might be looking to lose some weight. Check that stuff in the description below, and let's get to the video and do some speculating, rumor mongering.
Bring me WolverThor!
All right, so we're gonna speculate that Silver Surfer's coming to the game. I'm just kidding. So Nara, who's in my Patron, was talking about this item on Facebook here, and you know, one of the sentences here that I didn't really necessarily cue in on, but it says, "Who else has served in this unviable role, undesirable, etc." So obviously that's just asking a question. But, you know, I started thinking about the fact that everyone's talking about, where do you put Silver Surfer? Where does he got to go? What team's he going to fit in on? And it's like, well, wait a minute. What if they make a Herald of Galactus team? Which I could totally see him, maybe just Heralds. So from this, I was going, well, wait a minute here. All right, let's actually look at, you know, who we could have. And, you know, Nova's on here, and we talked about this in Patreon a little bit. You know, that might be a stretch for this particular situation, because there were some rumors that he was going to be coming to the game, but I think given the MCU context where I think he's eventually going to come, they might save that. But you can see there's a whole bunch of items here. So we're going to go through these a little bit, talk about some potentials, and see what we can have. The first one they had on here was the Fallen one. It's basically all, and again, this is just a wiki. You guys can go check this out. But it's believed that he was the first Herald, and like a lot of the other ones, given it was a cosmic power. So I'm kind of like, all right, how much do we like? I mean, are we really looking at, you know, thinking the Fallen one is going to be one here? Maybe, you know, let's see if we can get a nice picture. They got a couple pictures here, nothing too exciting, but it looks a little Silver Surfer-esque. But I think that would kind of be cool to have the Fallen one come into play. Is he the best? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But let's jump back to specifically the description here. Let's see what it says. So the Fallen one was too hostile and unpredictable for Galactus to control. So eventually got imprisoned over the millennia that followed. The Fallen one repeatedly escaped. So we'll see. I don't think the Fallen one will necessarily make sense. I think maybe when if Galactus ever comes to the game, that's when the Fallen one will probably come in. Silver Surfer, we don't need to talk about that. He's coming. Nornrad's in the game, or he's going to be in the game. Makes sense. So then we've got the Airwalker. Let's see if we can pull up some pictures here in a little bit. Began scanning the minds of sentient beings. Eventually he chose Gabriel Land, captain of the Xandarian explorer vessel, to become the next Herald. As a member of the Nova Corps, Gabriel Land was brave and prone to wanderlust. Did not refuse Galactus' offer of immense power and unlimited freedom to travel the universe under his power. Galactus gave Land a tiny portion of his cosmic power, transforming Gabriel into Airwalker. So again, this is another one that's kind of like, all right, kind of an interesting looking dude. You know, powers and abilities. Let's jump down here. Strength level class 100. All right. Vast cosmic power, obviously. We already mentioned that his body was restructured to be a living battery of cosmic energy. What do we talk about in the game a lot? Batteries, energy. So if Airwalker is one that comes to the game, I could absolutely see, you know, him just giving off some actually some energy to the Heralds on the team. There's concussive force. Okay, so maybe some stuns or some slows, magnetism, electricity. So maybe Airwalker's really combining, you know, some aspects of Magneto, Electro, again, heat, pyro, bleeds, you know, I mean, that would be kind of a fun character. You're given energy, you're given bleeds, you're given stuns and slows. I'm not sure exactly with the magnetism and electricity. Obviously, maybe some offense downs. We'll see how that all shakes out. Blitz timer. So anyway, I like the Fallen one as being, or I'm sorry, the Airwalker to be a potential there. I like him much better than the Fallen one. Then we've got Fire Lord. I'm going to screw up this name here, but Pyrius Kirill. He was the first officer, again, of Gabriel Land's, I'm going to screw this up, Xandarian explorial vessel with the X that throws you off, and was present when his friend seemingly kidnapped by Galactus. Determined to rescue, Kirill took command of the exploration vessel, started pursuing Galactus. Years went by, didn't give up his quest, eventually located Galactus's ship, unaware that Land had already been slain by battling ovoids, teleported on the ship, and he confronted Galactus. And impressed by this courage, Galactus offered Land the fate of Kirill, and if he agreed to become his new herald. Kirill accepted, and again, cosmic power, he becomes Fire Lord. So it's kind of like, all right, so now we've got this Power Lord. There's a little bit of the lore there. And now let's go to Fire Lord's powers and abilities here. And you can probably expect, you know, a lot of fire, right? He's got some flight, superhuman strength, stamina, durability. So maybe this is like some tank situations or protector type situations. You know, the flight, I don't know if that much. Senses, agility, reflexes. So maybe it's a tank that can dodge or evade fairly easily, or, you know, put evade on himself. I don't know if after a certain thing happens or if a debuff gets placed, he puts an evade on himself. I think that would be honestly pretty cool. And I think it'd be a nice protector to have on this group. So I really like Fire Lord as well, combined with, not the Fallen one there, but with Airwalker, because the two, they do have some synergy, and they do, you know, they're tied in lore wise. So I mean, that'd give us 3, and again, I like that kind of how they work together there. The Destroyer, at Thor's urging, Galactus agreed to trade Fire Lord's freedom exchange for the Asgardian Destroyer. I think we all know who this, where we go, let's pull this up. I think we all know who this is from the movies. So the Destroyer is obviously super cool. Will he come in here? I don't know. I think it'd be fun. You know, I mean, the powers and abilities, obviously, he's just a super strong thing that's hard to kill. You know what I mean? It shoots the beams out of his eyes. So maybe he's some sort of a Black Bolt-esque type blaster. And what I mean by that is he's not a glass cannon. It'll actually be pretty strong. So it's a mystic armor suit created by Odin. But again, you know, if we're talking about reworking Asgardians, I could see him more going that way as opposed to going to a Herald team. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably pass on thinking it's gonna be something with him. Terrax the Tamer. Let's see here. So according to Galactus, Silver Surfer had been noble, brave, blah blah blah. Let's see here. Where does it get in the world of art? Eventually, Galactus identified Tyros, the tyrannical dictator of the city Lanark on the planet Birch, as a worthy successor to the Silver Surfer. So, but he was already really strong. Had been born with a unique mutation that allowed him to animate stone. So that's kind of fun. Galactus knew that he would need first to overpower him before he could transform to the new Herald. Ironically, Galactus turned into the Fantastic Four for aid and offered to help them to defeat the Finks if they would promise to help subdue Tyros. Reluctantly, the Fantastic Four did this. So there's some fun lore there with the Fantastic Four, and maybe this Tyros dude, which is Terrax the Tamer, the stone. You know, maybe there's some certain things that kind of play that he can attack Fantastic Four characters better. You know, and this is one of the things that I would like to see this team maybe on more offense a little bit, where they could beat different teams depending, like the Fantastic Four defense team. Not that we need a bunch to beat them, but again, this guy's a superhuman strength, speed, stamina, agility, reflex, flight. So it's like, I could see this guy just kind of being a, I don't know if we have a comparable character in the game, to be honest with you. Maybe a Hulk-like character, just with the stone aspect, strong, you know, Fantastic Four situation where he could actually attack them a little bit more because he's just mad at them for what they did. I don't know. But, so I kind of like him there. We'll see. Nova, I talked about a little bit. I'm going to put him off to the side for now. I don't think, and I'm not going to go through him necessarily because I think at some point we're going to be focusing on Nova for an actual character in the game. So if I'm wrong on this one, all right, that's fine. I'll be wrong all the way there. So we've only got a few left, right? So there's plenty of left here to talk about. Morg and the Herald Ordeal. Again, there's some lore with Nova here, where he actually, after dismissing Nova, he needed another Herald. While consuming an unknown planet, Galactus located Morg, a bloodthirsty court executioner. Concerned with his planet's fates, Morg agreed to become a Galactus's new Herald, and even after Galactus destroyed the home world. So there's some love-hate relationship there, obviously. So we got Morg here, who kind of looks, I don't even know what that is. But and a lot of these characters, I think most of us probably aren't familiar with, because the Heralds of Galactus might not necessarily be a very well-known characters. Again, and you see this consistency here with the strength, speed, so he's skilled at hand-to-hand combat. Could be a skilled character from this group, a cosmic skill, which is interesting. All of these same type of things, which I'm not going to go through again, but he's got various superhuman attributes. Let's see here. Power to immersion of the well of life. So maybe they might play into some healing aspects there, some regeneration aspects there, some barrier aspects there, some revive aspects there. You know, maybe the Minerva type love. So I actually like Morg here for that reason, because I think that you need something along those lines. I like it, so we'll see. So I'm gonna go throw in Morg is definitely a possibility. Red Shift is the next one we've got on here. Galactus survived the ultimate nullifier by escaping to another dimension. He quickly recruited Red Shift, a mysterious herald, which very little is known, and planned to at last devour Earth. Sensing Red Shift's use of cosmic power, Silver Surfer tried to convince the herald that Earth should not be destroyed. Red Shift refused to listen to reason, and the two heralds clash. So there's some sparring going between the two of them. I don't know if I could see Red Shift coming in, to be honest with you. You know, he looks like a Namor a little bit here. Let's see, again, cosmic power, banishing objects, beings, or energy at will, including black holes. So I'm not sure how that would play in the game, is how you banish somebody. Maybe blind, slow. I mean, maybe they could add something new where it's you remove energy from a character. That would be super cool, where it's just like, oh yeah, well now if you get to that character's turn, they've got less energy. So I'm not sure if Red Shift makes sense or not, honestly, but I do like the potential of this kit there. Let's see, we've also got some time after Red Shift. The alien, however, they feared Sue Storm. And where's the Invisible Boy here? It's in here somewhere. I just saw it. To prevent this, the aliens plan to kill Sue and threaten Manhattan. To save his wife, Richard used one of his own inventions. Let's see. Sue became the Human Torch, and Johnny became the Invisible Boy. So basically, it's Johnny Storm. That's right. So Galactus already intended on using Sue Storm's powers to thwart the Alien Federation. Arrived on Earth after Johnny's transformation. Discovering the switch, Galactus kidnapped Johnny. So this one, I'm just gonna straight up say no, because Johnny is the one who becomes the Invisible Boy. I don't think they're gonna do that in this type of game. Just doesn't make sense to me. Stardust. Let's see. So this time he chose a mysterious entity named Stardust as a recipient of the cosmic power again. Very little is known prior to the history. He claims that he was already quite powerful before meeting the Master. What is known about Stardust quickly became the most fanatical of Galactus Herald, worshiping his master like a god. So I think Stardust is more than likely, because he's such a fanatic for Galactus, is probably someone who's not going to come right away. I think Galactus maybe would come, and then somebody like Stardust will come into the game. Let's jump to the powers and abilities just for S and giggles. So there's some energy forms here. Recover from energy. So again, healing, maybe reviving. A lot of the other similar type stuff with cosmic energy, teleportation. So maybe some evades, dodges, something along those lines. Okay, so this annihilation aspect here, this is basically just the lore between Galactus, some of his heralds, and Annihilus and the Annihilation Wave. I'm not going to get into that story other than to say that it really like took Galactus and a bunch of his heralds. Like it was a monster fight, and basically Galactus took up Silver Surfer, who worked with Firelord, Redshift, and Stardust to fight this Annihilation Wave. So there could be some tie-ins there, maybe where those four are definitely in this team, because if they tie something here, I think that could be pretty cool. As far as, you know, maybe after Doom, and this is a ways off actually, so maybe it wouldn't be that far. I don't know, unless they really plan to long play this Herald thing, which maybe they will. That these four are required to kind of help in this Annihilation Wave in the game. I don't know, because this Annihilation Wave is a big deal in the lore there. So there's nothing much there. And then the hunger part is just where Galactus arrived on Earth 1610 and merged with basically became some other stuff and used portions of his abilities. So the main ones that we got here, again, Silver Surfer, you know, saw that Firelord, Redshift. And who was that other one that we had down there in that Annihilation one? Stardust. So, you know, maybe it was four. I know at first I was like, Stardust, I don't know. But, you know, there's quite a few here that we could see. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to choose from. You know, Silver Surfer's one. We've gone through them. I don't know. Am I totally nuts in thinking that they could make a team out of this? I feel like this could be an uber epic team. Maybe it doesn't come right now. I could see it kind of slow played for a while, bring these characters in, and then eventually they become the Heralds. I don't know. So I wanted to speculate a bit on that. Rumor monger a little bit on that. Rumor monger, maybe. Or just say, is it gonna happen? In whatever, you guys decide. I just thought it was cool and fun to look at, something a little bit different. So hammer down that like button, notification bell, subscription button. You guys know the drill. And if you want to come chat about this, comment in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Come to the Discord. Let me know your thoughts there. Really want to know what you guys think about this type of thing. Is this just like pie in the sky or not? So anyway, all right, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.